How to customize a checkout page in WooCommerce. Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about how you're going to be customizing a whole checkout page for yourself through WordPress and through WooCommerce. Now, if you don't know what WordPress or WooCommerce are, these are one of the most top leading e-commerce runners out there. And we're going to be talking about how you can create a checkout page, because checkout page is equally as important as the whole store, because that's the main page where the payment and all the bill occurrence is done. So let's talk about how we're going to create it. So to start things off, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to wordpress.com and you're going to log in with your account. And if you don't have an account, don't worry. Simply click on Get Started. Now, once you click on Get Started, what it will do is it will ask you for an email, a password, and all the other details that go through. So you can choose Google, Apple, GitHub, whatever you want. Now, as we click on Continue, it's going to take us to the section where it's going to ask us to choose our domain. Now, if you already own a domain, you can simply add that over here. But if you do not own a domain, what you can do is you can search it up over here. Like, let's say I want a domain called this. Okay. So once we search this up, as you can see, you can simply select it and then you can go ahead with it. Okay. So just click on continue and it's going to buy the domain for you. It's free for the first year, by the way. So pretty incredible, right? Now, if you don't want to choose a domain right now, simply click on choose my domain later. All right. So once we do that, here it says choose your flavor of WordPress. Now, obviously, if you're running an e-commerce store and you want to create checkout pages, the best plan for you would be Woo Entrepreneur or W Creator. Okay. These would be the best plans for you. I wouldn't recommend going with a beginner explorer. Go with any of these three, okay, not these three, because these are just for, starting stuff off and checking WordPress out, looking at its features. You can't really publish anything because obviously on these plans you will not get WooCommerce. So get these plans, and once you've gotten these plans, what you're going to do is you're going to get straight into your WooCommerce dashboard. All right, so once we're over here, it's going to take us through the setup and onboarding. It's going to ask us a few questions on what are the goals. So my goal obviously is to sell online. Okay. So then you're going to give it a store title. I'm going to call it John's Shoes. Okay. Then you can add a tagline as well for your store. If you have a catchy tagline in your mind, you can add it right here. Then it says pick a design. So this is basically the section where you can choose a template for your store. All right. So choose any template that you think looks good and it will match your store's aesthetic. Now, the best part about WordPress is that it actually has a tons and tons of templates that go really well with e-commerce and store appliances. Okay. So just go with any of these. I'm going to go with this one over here. This one looks good, so I'm going to go with that. Now, once we go through with this, you're simply going to click on continue. It also gives you different variations of the store. I'm going to choose the rainforest variation because it's a good color scheme, and I'm going to click on continue. You can unlock premium styles, but you obviously can upgrade the plan for yourself if you want to do that. I clicked on decide later because I want to get straight into the checkout page customization. Now, do you know this, that checkout page can be customized in two ways. You can either customize it through your WooCommerce and WordPress editor, or you can use an application. Now, the applications vary as well. In my opinion, the best application to actually create a good and decent checkout page is Elementor, which is obviously the best WordPress editor out there. But if you don't want to use Elementor, you can actually use some external application other than Elementor that helps you design different checkout pages. All right. So first of all, let's discuss the external app way. So first of all, we have WooCommerce over here, and in WooCommerce, you can automatically mess around with the settings of your checkout page. Then what you can do is you're going to go on plugins, okay, because this is where you're going to use the external applications. So once you go over to plugins, here you're going to search in, something like checkout page, okay? So checkout page, then we click on enter. And once we click on enter, you can see different WooCommerce one-page checkout, WooCommerce single-page checkout. So these are different checkout page editors, all right? Now, if you want to make it really aesthetic and design worthy, obviously the main way to do it is Elementor, because Elementor is an actual incredible website builder and it gives you great pages to actually work with. So it's a basic drag and drop builder, and you can use all of these features into your checkout page, integrate them, and make it look absolutely incredible. All right. And obviously, if you have the above creator plans, this will be totally free for you, which is pretty incredible. Now, let's get into the ways on how you can edit it through the stock WordPress editor. So, for that, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to My Home. Now, in My Home, you obviously have all these setups and designs and pages. So, we're going to go over to Pages, and in Pages, we're obviously going to make sure that we have our checkout page. So, I'm going to click on Add New Page. And once we click on Add New Page, what we're going to do is we're obviously going to give it the checkout page name, and we're going to add the necessary widgets that need to go into your checkout page. All right. And the best part about adding a checkout page and having WooCommerce is that WooCommerce gives you a proper gateway for payment and, seamless and fast money transferring. So it says add a page. So we're going to go on store. And once we go on store over here, what you're going to do is you're going to find the proper checkout page look that you can get. All right. So in my opinion, the proper outlook for a checkout page doesn't work in any of these. So you can either add a blank page or check from the featured pages that we have over here. So it could be an about, services, gallery, whatever you want. I'm going to go with a blank page. All right. Now in a blank page, what we are going to do is we're going to add the components that we need. So first of all, I'm going to add the title, which is checkout page. Now, once we have chosen that, you're going to go ahead over here and click on add block. And over here, what you can do is you can start adding necessary headings, all right, or necessary, elements into your design to make it look good. So in my opinion, the best way would be to add a code snippet for a checkout page. All right. So this is basically a code snippet you could copy off of GitHub. So code snippet for checkout page, just like that. And it's going to give you different embedded forms, checkout page code snippet. You can get it on a theme, Awk.io, W3 Schools. Different places will give you different types of code widgets. So what you can do is you can go onto these websites and get different types of codes for yourself to actually apply. And trust me, it looks incredible. It actually looks great. It also gives you checkout liquid on Shopify's very own dev page, which you can apply as well. But right now, currently, I'm going to delete that. And again, we're going to click on plus elements, and here you can obviously add the similar textings for yourself. So let's say I want to actually go ahead and add a table for myself. So in this table, obviously, you could insert different columns, you can insert different rows, and right under it, you could keep a section for products. So it could be a gallery of images, and you could upload images for the products, or however the products actually look like. You can upload different images like that. So let's say I have this product over here. I'm going to upload it, wait a second for it to upload, and once it's done, we are obviously going to see it appear onto our main checkout page. And generally, most of the elements and most of the features that you add into your store, integrate into your store, will mainly work like this. And trust me, it has the most incredible and seamless workflow when it comes to drag and drop building. So, and add the necessary widgets, customize it as you want to, and once it has reached the proper look that you want to achieve, you can simply click on publish up here. And once you click on publish, that basically saves the page for your store. Okay. And once the page is properly saved for your store, you're pretty much good to go, and you're pretty much set to go. All right. And now, obviously, the rest of the work is WooCommerce. Okay. And whenever someone tries to apply for a product on your store, or if they want to buy a product off of your store, pretty much, WooCommerce will create a gateway, and that gateway will give them money. So pretty easy and pretty standard stuff to get your head around. So that's the main idea on how you're going to be creating and editing a checkout page on WooCommerce. So if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, do let me know down in the comments below and I'll be making more for you. Till then, that is all from me and I will see all of you wonderful people in the next video. Goodbye.